So in this environment, there are two versions. The first is for the Jupyter, which is used as a command prompt, and another is a Spider, which is used as Notepad. Okay, as you have used IDEA, so I am using this Jupyter in command line, and for Spider to write a complete program and display our output in this Spider. Okay, so we will discuss some basics of Python, starting from the input to input the variables, input the values from the keyboards, and how to use those values, how to find, how to rearrange some data which is present in the uh, Excel sheet. Or okay, so let's start with the help of this Jupyter and Spider. First of all, uh, this Anaconda Navigator is also a free of source, and you can download it directly from this website, Anaconda website, and it comes with 64-bit operating system and 32-bit operating system. So depend upon your machine. If your machine is 32-bit, then you have to install Anaconda's Navigator with 32-bit. If you have 64-bit operating system, then you can use Anaconda 64-bit uh, installation. Okay, after installation is very easy. You have to just download and press next button until finish. Then this navigator will open, and these two, Jupyter and Spider. This is a command prompt, and this is a complete script editor is present in this environment. Okay, and in this environment, how to install it for Mac. So this print statement is used to print anything, okay, which is written inside the curly braces and these brackets. And the syntax for this is print keyword. Okay, so if you use the syntax print and use these brackets and inverted commas, double inverted commas, and place anything in between those, it is considered as a output. Okay, here now the first we have to add the numbers and concatenate strings, means we have to join the two strings. So first, how to write a program and how to create some variables. There are different type of data types. So how many type of data types? You can say there is int data type, float, then string. Okay, so integer is how you can write integer value called as a integer, and 12.12 is called a float. If you write a single value of a character, it is called a char. If you add multiple characters, then it is called a string. Okay, so how to create these data types using Python? So let's take an example right here. We have created a variable a. So what do you mean by variable? Variable is nothing. Here a is called a variable. Variable is nothing but a place where we can store any value. So that value can be integer, that value can be float, that value can be char, or that value can be string. It will store those values. Okay, so a is called a variable. So a is equal to 10. So 10 is a integer type of a data type. 220 is also integer type data type, and we have stored these two values in variable a and b. If you want to add these two values, we have to use some operators. So there are different type of operators. For addition, we use plus symbol. For subtraction, we use minus symbol. For multiplication, you use star symbol. For division, we use backslash. Then for mod, we use percentage sign. In this way, you can perform different mathematical operations. So in this case, we are using plus operator for addition of two numbers. So A variable contain values of 10, B variable contain value of 220. If we add the number, so what is the output? 230, and which is stored in a variable. After that, we have to print. So anything in between these braces is considered as a output. Okay, so these are just for the representation. So how our output represent in this? Here we have the value a. So as we can see, a is not shown in the output, but is shown in the output. 10 is shown in the output. After that, we have used inverted commas and plus symbol. After that, plus is shown in the output. Then we use B. So B is not shown. It is shown right here in the output. A value stored in a variable B. So what is the value stored in a variable B? 220. Okay. So after that, the addition value is shown, which is stored in variable C. What is the output? 230. 230 is the output for this program. Okay. So how to execute this program? So you will click directly on this run button, or you can use shift and enter. Okay. So after clicking on this, it will show the output 10 plus 220. If you want to reset all the outputs, and it shows the output. So if you want to reset the output, this is the option, restart. Okay, and you can use restart and clear output. So if I am using, you can use continue running. Okay, so after pressing continue running, my voice is clear or not? Some students are saying that voice is lagging. Is it clear? Okay, so after that, we have to concatenate two strings. So what do you mean by that? We have to join the two strings. So first string is other, and second string is sin. So we have to join these two strings. So which operator is used to join the string? Plus operator is used to join the strings. Okay, so as we can see right here, these are two strings stored in a variable a and b, and C hold the addition of these two strings. So what is the output? As you can see in this output, so these two strings are joined and show a complete name, Bhagat Singh. Okay, any doubt till now? Have you understood? I am going very slow because these are the basic things You have to know what is variable. You have to know what is data types. You have to know what is operators and how these are in the program. So after demonstrating all those things, I will not explain those things again. I'm taking much longer time right now so that you can understand these things right now. Okay. If you have any doubt, you may ask. Okay. Clear? Any doubt till now? No doubt? Okay. Now, okay, no problem. Now we have to take the input from the user, and how to take input from the user we will learn in this example. So here is the example. We use int function. Okay. So here, as you can see, int, this int. So this int is a function, and it is integer type value, integer, and input. This is called the function. Okay. So it will ask you to enter the values. Anything written inside these inverted comma is considered as output, as I have told you earlier. So it will ask you to enter the first number. So this input function will ask you to enter any numbers from the keyboard. If you enter 12.22, 12.22, okay, so what will happen? If you enter from the keyboard 12.22, what will happen? Write in chat box. Write in chat box. What will happen if you enter 12.22? Error. No, there will be no error. It will. So what is the integer value for this? 12. Okay, only 12 it will take. It will not take 12.22. It will take only 12. Yeah. So it will take integer value. That's why we have. And if you want the float value, you have to write here float, and you have to write statement. So input is a function, int, float, str, char. These are data types. Okay. So A hold some value and B hold some value. Here we have taken first value as 10, second value as 11, and it shows the output 10 plus 11 is equal to 21. Yeah. Any doubt till now? No doubt. Okay. Now input to concatenate them. Okay. So we have to take the two strings from the key. So as you can see in the output, so we have taken the input from the first, and second it will show the values right here. Okay. So enter the first string and the second string. So it's up to you. I have not given right here int or str or char or float value. Okay. So if you will give integer value, it will directly add those values. If you will give any char value, it will display the joining of two character values right here. Okay, so let's take this example and run again. If I press shift enter, then it will ask you to enter something from the keyboard. So as I have seen output that we have entered two integer number, and it will, those two numbers will be added and shows us addition of these two numbers. But let's take an example. If we are going to add two strings like Abhi Thakur, then it shows that complete name is appeared in the output. Okay, and out till now, if you will not give the integer value here or float value, it will directly join it with the help of plus operator. Clear? And out till now, write in chat box. Okay. Clear? So if we place the values right here, it will take only that value. Okay. Any variable or any data type you put in front of this function, it will take only that value. If you will not any data type right here, it will take any value and use this operator to show the output. Okay. So now let's move toward loops. First loop is used as a while loop. So how to use while loop? As you can see in this output, we have shown the values from 1 to 10. Okay. Voice is not clear? Write in chat box. Some students are saying, okay, so time is over. Some students are saying time is over. Now you may leave the session and rejoin the session. We will continue this from the next lecture. Okay.